Good morning, it's Archeage 101 with Jalan, and today we're going to be talking about what does the future hold. Basically, this is going to be a big, broad view of a lot of upcoming content. It's not going to go into too much detail. It's going to be a big overview, and then as the time comes, I'm going to do breakout videos for each of the topics in this video. The big one, though, for what's the closest thing around the corner, that's the holiday cheer. Are we going to get an event this year? We do have positive confirmation. We're going to have a holiday event after the 19 December update. The one confirmed part of it is going to be the Snowball Arena. You'll see here, Tinin, an Archeage producer, posted on the forums. One thing, Snowball Fight. Now, are we going to get stockings? Are we going to get the little mini quest? Are we going to get the box breaking? I don't know, but we're going to get something. For the rest of this stuff that's coming, guys, I don't have any dates for any of these. Gamigo hasn't published any timelines. So all of this stuff is coming soon. Soon. Registered trademark. First thing I'm going to tell you is Charcoal Stabilizer is going to have a new name. It's going to be called Black Archeum. Unsure when this change is going to happen. I wish they would just do this change now with the localization team so everybody gets used to it. There's nothing really significant here. I just want you to be aware if stuff from Korea starts coming over, you start seeing recipes that say Black Archeum, you know, oh, they're just talking about Charcoal Stabilizer. Next up, I'm going to talk about, real briefly, just some stat changes. Spirit is getting changed. It's going to increase mana recovery from 0.2 to 0.3. This really isn't a big increase. The huge part is it's no longer going to increase magic defense. So this is going to see healers are going to suddenly have a little bit of a change in their magic defense numbers. This is really going to affect healers that were running plate. If you're running Hiram plate as a healer, you're not going to get magic defense from your spirit. So be aware of that. Stamina is getting changed. Stamina is going to pick up the magic defense, and it's also going to increase physical defense. Couple of things with crit chances we're going to talk about. Crit chance now hard caps at 100%. Crit damage now hard caps at 300%. And attack speed's now 2,000, down from 4,000. So you're going to attack a little bit slower. Everything for resilience is up on the screen at one time. I want you guys to see it all together. They say this is a bonus to resilience. And I believe it is with the translation, but not directly how we think. You're going to get your crit hit chance reduction is going to go up by 8% per gem. And the damage reduction is going to go up by 40% per gem. That doesn't mean 8% per gem and 40% per gem. It's going to be, or per point, it's going to be total. So the math formula isn't known to us, just they've said this is what it's going up by. The problem is you're only going to be able to reduce crit damage down to 150%. That's going to be a hard floor. And you're only going to be able to reduce crit chance to 50%. Again, as a hard floor. So I don't think resilience as it is now is getting a bonus. What I believe they intended to say was you're going to be able to get the same results with less resilience gems, which is going to free up a gem in your boot for move speed or a gem in your chest piece if you want to do a damage-specific reduction gem. Another big thing is pirates are going to be their own true nation now. They're not going to just be a place that bad people go. They're becoming a true nation, just like East-West. You will become a pirate via quest, not via infamy. This is going to be a big one because if they don't get the infamy changes right, be prepared to start seeing larger jail terms than 48 minutes. Remember, a pirate's max jail term is 48 minutes. When they hit 3,000 infamy, they kick over to pirate. I could see people accumulating way more than that in time. Only 10 people can go pirate per week. I imagine that the pirate nation is going to fill up real quick just before this patch goes live. Neutral zones are going to be available to you. Guards won't attack you in the neutral zones. They'll only attack you in the Harani and Nuia specific zones. You're going to have specific quests of guarding Morpheus, Rangora, and the Delphinad ghost ships. And if a pirate doesn't log in every 7 days, they'll get returned to the mainland. I don't quite understand why they're going to do that unless they're going to have a hard cap on the size of the the pirate nation. Also, if anybody from Gamigo is listening, highly, highly recommend you change the name of pirates to outlaws. Do a hard line in the sand. Everything before this patch made us pirates. Everything after this patch makes us outlaws. That way people who are coming and going to the game aren't going to like rely on old information. Like I was attacked by a pirate. No, you were attacked by a 5.1 pirate or a 5.2 pirate, and they're different. If you just call them outlaws, let's have a line in the sand. Hero changes. Lots of big hero changes coming up. The number of heroes per faction is going to be reduced. Each mainland faction is going to get 6. Pirates are only going to get 1. Player nations will get 3. There's only 10 candidates now, not 20. The cloaks are going to get buffed. You're going to be getting raid flags that you can summon raid members. If you're the raid leader and you can summon the whole raid to you, this is kind of cool. And you can change zones from war to peace or peace to war or one other, just it doesn't have to be in any condition. You can just set it. This is going to be huge. This is going to mean that heroes, there's going to be people who want to be heroes just so they can flip something from war to peace to steal packs. All of this is going to be in a video later on down the road. Also, heroes are going to have more stuff to do. There's going to be 4 more quests heroes can do in order to earn leadership. More data on that when I do the hero video. The Halcy War. The old Halcy War is gone. It's going to be an instanced arena version. It's going to be a 4-way arena. This is what it's going to look like. Basically, what's going to happen is you're going to need 50 Nuians and 50 Haranians to start the arena. And then it's going to function the same way it does now. You can have up to 100 Nuians versus 100 Haranians. And also 25 pirates and 25 members of the player nations can come. Player nation people, you all get lumped into one group of 25. Rewards are going to be honor and abyssal enhancers. Now, I think that this may struggle a little bit. Getting 50 Nuians and 50 Haranians to queue up might be difficult. We can't even get 12 people to queue up for naval arenas, but we'll see how this goes. Getting gear is going to be easier. The Blue Salt Brotherhood will be trading players gear now instead of just vocation. They're going to be trading you Delphinad and Ayanad gear. Or if you don't need gear, you need honor, you'll be able to do that. It's going to be the Resident Managers Daily. More on this in its own video, but basically it's going to be the same thing you do now. If you live in a zone, you're going to have certain stuff to turn in. You turn that in, you get tickets. Tickets get turned in for gear or honor. Speaking of gear, Ayanad gear is getting its own set of Lunafrosts. Like the Aranor Lunafrosts. I think this is going to be a really, really good change. One thing I do want to caution is that really plan out your future when it comes to your gear. Really make sure you know what you're doing before you get really invested. You're going to be paying regrade fees. You're going to be upgrading that Ayanad gear. But this is going to make Ayanad gear and Aranor gear easier to get. It's also going to make Aranor gear easier to feed, because you're going to be able to get Ayanad gear from a quest reward. Some Lunagem changes. The 1.1 cast time gem will become 1.2. The 1.4 evasion rate will become 1.5. Now, I don't have any more details if you'll have to unslot and reslot, or if this will affect all slotted gems. I can tell you from the past, when they up a gem, it automatically upgrades. When they downgrade a gem, gems get grandfathered. The example I can give you to prove that it worked that way is I had all my hero gems in my headpiece, and then when they changed it from 183 to 300, all of my gems automatically went to that new item ID. T1 gems are going to be dropping in honor to 7,000, down from 10,000. I do not have a date when we're going to get that patch in North America and Europe. Lunagem enhancement. I want you to hear this term, and I'm doing more research. This is basically tempering gems. It looks like you can only do it to T1 gems, which will basically make it worthless, but it's possible we'll be able to do this to T2 and T3 gems. So hear the term and then be on the lookout for it at a later date. I'm going to talk about the library. The library was in need of some tender loving care, so the library has a new dungeon. It's a 5-person dungeon, 3 entries per day. The permanent Ayanad earring is no longer obtainable. You may want to finish this if you were close. When I say it's no longer obtainable, when the library patch goes through, it will no longer be attainable because these 4 guys, Wynn, Halneck, Alexander, and the Heart of Ayanad, these guys move into the new dungeon. It's going to be some new gear sets are going to be coming from this dungeon. Mage, healer, melee, leather, and plate. Personally, the healer set does have some interesting aspects to it. This is what it's going to look like. So my interpretation of this is a Roomba boss, a Roomba boss, a Roomba boss, a Roomba boss. It's basically Serpentis. Lots of new gear drops. Head over to Omnom's site. This is all that stuff's laid out there. You can take a look at it. The good part of this is that this is feedable gear that you can take to Eternal. This is good for people so that they can get those extra slots in their headpiece, their chest piece, and their leg pieces for toughness and resilience, or crit rate if you're a damage dealer. New Ancestral Skills. Going to tell you guys that we are getting new Ancestral Skills, both in damage and utility. Separate video on these. So I will get that out to you as soon as I can. I've started it today. I want to make sure that I do it right. I got a lot of nitnoid stuff to look at and compare. Not sure if we're going to get these how Korea got them broken up, or if they're going to do like a 3.7 A and B thing where we never got the 3.7 A patch. They just said, we learned our lesson going from here to here. We're just going to take you right to here. So we might get pushed all the done changes at one time. Arena changes. Another arena change. It's the 3.3 arena is out. In the drill camp, if you remember, was the 5.5. Is coming back as a 10 versus 10. So there you go. That is what we used to play. This should be a little bit more fun, except, again, we need 20 people to play. We can't even get 12 people to queue for navals. I don't know how effective this one's going to be. And that is it, guys. I wanted to give you a big, here is what's coming. Let's start some dialogue. Let's start some discussions. Also, so that you know what's in the pipe, so you don't make a decision today that affects tomorrow. If you guys want to talk more on this, I'm Jalan, #8446. Although right now it looks like people are voting to make me Jalan, #0001. That poll is in the description below if you want to cast a vote. Jump on my Discord. We will talk about anything. I got a lot of people in there that love to talk Archeage. I currently do 2 shows a week. Paradoxical Impressions, Archeage 101, Ashes of Creation. So if you want to jump in, we talk about any game during any show. I also want to let you guys know that I'm working on a college-level curriculum, a college-level syllabus for Archeage 101. It's what I've been doing the last couple of days. It's going to be a text document with some text descriptions, and then it'll click over into a video. So I'm kind of writing a textbook online. I am still going to be doing videos, and every single Archeage 101 video that's old and cringeworthy, my God, I'm going to work on all of those. I'm going to revamp all of those, make those modern. Also, big thanks to my sponsors, my associate producers, Luna Chaos and Draticus, my benefactor, Resonant, and Maury, who just doesn't want any title, just here, have money to give away. Because of these guys, I got a giveaway going on. I think there's a couple of days left on it. Plus, there's 4 of the 10. If I get to 10 sponsors, 10 Patreons, 10 patrons at Patreon, I will add a 3rd show every week. And most likely it will be a strictly Archeage 101 show. I won't deviate from the platform, and that would be on Monday nights. Anyway, guys, I am getting close to stream time. I had to recut this video. Needed just good audio. So I will see you guys in a couple hours on stream, and then all of my Discord users, my patrons, and my viewers at Twitch, they get to see the video a day early. Take care, guys. Hey, where are you going? You're not done yet. See these videos? This video's up here to watch. You gotta go over here. Hit the chibi. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the webpage. And I'll see you guys on Twitch.